Hey guys, in this week's tip, we're going to be taking a look at one of the many plugins for SMS POS, this time called Inmar Reach Influence. Now, in a nutshell, what this is it allows SMS to connect to an online interactive couponing service. Most retailers are going to know this as Reach Influence, so think of it this way. Inmar is the engine under the hood, and Reach Influence is the drivetrain that connects to those wheels that get you going along that path. What we're going to do this week, we're going to take a brief look at how to set this stuff up in your store, how to set up customers, and as always, we're going to take this puppy for a test drive. So without further ado, let's hop in. Okay, so like normal, we're going to start with the end result, and I'm going to show you what you can expect at the POS or what your cashiers can expect when they engage with a customer that's enrolled in the Reach Influence program. So real quick in layman's terms, what is happening here is that the cashier will input the customer in the transaction. They can do it at any time. It can be at the beginning, in the middle, at the end, whenever. When they hit the subtotal key, all those items that are affected by promotions or offers or coupons within the Reach Influence system will be transmitted to the Reach Influence servers via a web service. They will do whatever magic they do on the Reach Influence side, and they will send back a response through those same web services back to SMS, and you'll see the coupons pop up on the screen. There's no intervention required by the cashier. Heck, the cashier really doesn't have to know anything so long as the customer presents his or her method, whether it be their phone number, the customer loyalty card, etc. We'll get into that in just a second. So long as the customer presents their identification to the cashier, all this stuff is going to happen magically behind the scenes. All right, so let's review how this is going to interact and how it's going to work at the point of sale. So I'm in my basic point of sale screen. I went ahead and set up a flip chart to make this a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up a couple items here that have promotions already set up on the Reach Influence system. I can scan these in any order. You can see right here that I have not identified this as a customer or a customer specific number that's associated with any program. I can do that at any time. I can either ask for the phone number, scan a card, do whatever the heck it is, enter it on the pin pad. In this case, I'm just going to enter in the customer number. You're going to see there's an interaction with the customer file, just like what you expect in all the other videos that we've done on screen. Now, once I hit this subtotal key, you're going to see an interaction right here again that says, hey, we're going to go reach out to Reach Influence. We're going to pull back whatever information is associated with this customer number, and we're going to apply those offers right here on the screen. So when I hit subtotal, watch the magic happen. We reach out, we validate, there's some stuff on the order, and here are the offers that apply to these various items on this particular order. Just like that easy, that simple. Pretty cool stuff. Now let's hop to the back end of this thing and show you how we set all this stuff up. The good news for retailers is your work and your effort really isn't a whole heck of a lot. Most of the effort is going to be on your resellers that are going to set up the system to begin with. They're going to load the module that connects with the Reach Influence servers. They're going to request from you various bits of information to allow them to connect your store to the Reach Influence servers. You can kind of see an example on my test server here. It's basically your store number, your retailer ID, all the simple stuff that you're used to getting with third-party vendors. You're going to supply that to your reseller. They're going to put it in a nice little dashboard like this, and voila, the system's going to interact and connect. Now let's hop over to the customer file, and I'll show you how to set that up because that will be a retailer function. All right, so I opened up a traditional view of the SMS customer file here, and you can see I have access to all the same functionality that we typically have. Risk levels for credit checks, AR, all that sort of stuff, shopper levels for all sorts of stuff, and basic customer information. None of that is going to change. All the information and all the abilities within the SMS customer file are available to you even when you're integrating in with the Reach Influence plugin here. What is different is how you link to the Reach Influence servers. A lot of it will depend, and I hate that word, but it sometimes depends on how far along you are in your loyalty program process or setup. If you have an established loyalty program, kind of like what I've got right here on the screen with existing customer numbers and IDs and all that sort of stuff, you're going to follow along the alternate code path, and I'll show you that here in just a second. If you do not have a loyalty program in place today, you can make the SMS customer ID equal to the Reach Influence customer number or telephone number. Either way, that's usually how they do it, either via a telephone number or via some sort of loyalty identification number. The SMS customer ID could match that if you haven't already started a program, or if you're entering in new customers, you can assign them the Reach Influence number. Now, for a lot of you watching this video, it's going to be the former one, where you've already got a loyalty program set up in place, you've got loyalty cards, and now you want to integrate in the reach influence functionalities. Well, here's exactly how you do it. In the case where you have an existing customer number, just like I do here, we're going to treat this customer no different than a can of Coca-Cola. You know, they got the Santa Coke, the Easter Bunny Coke, the Turkey Coke, the Charlie Brown Coke, all those different Cokes, all those different UPCs. But you want to relate them all back to the same item number for movement, financial, all that sort of stuff. Well, we do the same thing with customers. All you have to do is open up the customer alternate code table, and I'm going to move it over here to make it a little bit easier to see. Now, what I did in this case is I linked the existing SMS customer ID, the existing SMS customer number, to the reach influence customer number, which just happens to be this phone number here. That's all I did. Just like UPCs on Coca-Cola, I just linked the two together. If I wanted to add another one, I could do that too. I could add a different number down here if that's what I wanted to do. Out here in the type, all you have to do is tell SMS that we're linking to the Inmar via the SMS account number that is tied to the phone number. Your reseller can help you with this little code out here. It's not really that big a deal, but just know you're linking your existing SMS account number to the phone number to the Reach Influence Inmar services. See, this isn't all that hard to set up, and it's really not all that hard to manage. Most of the work is done for you. To that end, if you remember at the beginning of this, we called this an interactive coupon promotions engine. So what I thought I'd do is show you a little video that I got from the Reach Influence guys to show you some of that interaction from your customer, the consumer's experience, how they sign up, how they start applying various offers, promos, and coupons to their account, that sort of thing. So stand by, listen to the groovy music, and watch exactly what your customers are going to see. As you can see, this interactive couponing engine can add a little kickstart to your existing loyalty program, or heck, even start a new one off in just the right way. You can see it's pretty easy to set up, pretty easy to maintain, and better yet, pretty darn easy for your customers to use. Well, that's it for this week's tip. Until next time, have a great day.